Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the audience of Peace International TV, how are you? Are you doing? Have you just seen Miracle? What have you just seen? This is Dr. Singala Vadvel from India, the man of history, the man of resilience, a tech veteran, the man who is a motorcyclist. Do you know, guys, this man has already traveled to many countries. Now, it is Burundi is the 55th country which Mr. Sangala is traveling. You know, how did he manage to live here? This motorcycle only. Motorcycle through land the borders in any flight, please. How did he manage to do it? Glad to see you. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it is my pleasure to meet you and to have you on this platform.
Absolutely, and I'm honored to be here.
Yes, Singala. Of course, I've just already named your name, but you have a great background. But would you just tell us, our audience, who is Dr. Singala?
Thank you so much, and it's a pleasure to be here and in a great country, Burundi. I'm Dr. Singara. I'm 58 years old. I born in India, and I left India at age of 23, 24 exactly. I don't remember, but at 1990, I went to US to pursue my PhD, a doctorate in computer science. And then from there, I worked as a scientist in Bell Laboratories for decades. And then I worked several tech companies, including Microsoft and all subsidy. So it's been 35 years. I was in Silicon Valley as a technologist. And after like 35 years of career, I decided to go around the world by motorcycle at the age of 57.
Wow.
So as he said, this is my 55th country in my journey, and I'm on road for last 21 months. It's been 21 months since I left Texas, and this is a 35th African country.
Wow. Mr. Singala, absolutely you have a great history professional background. You said that you were born and raised in a poor family in India. So how did you manage to live in the US?
Yeah, so that's a great question. People ask me what is the objective of traveling around the world or even in Africa. I just want to share my own life story. I born in a very poor family. Many families in Africa today, in a small village, my parents are uneducated farm labor. From there, I refused to accept my limitation because in general in my village, everybody they go to the elementary school, that's the only school available in my village, study up to 5th standard, and then they join the labor force in the village with their parents.
Mhm.
But I hate to be poor. Having 3-time meals is a struggle, no clothes, no shoe, nothing. I hate to be poor, and I wanted to change. So I was exploring what is the best option because my parents are poor, I don't have rich relative, nothing. But I realized if I study well, I can change the life, my family life, my society. So I started focusing on study, focus, laser focus. But it was not tough. It's not easy, very tough because getting a school supply, having a uniform, paying the tuition fee, not easy. So I go and knock the doors of some rich people, kind-hearted people. I asked them to help, and then I got some scholarship. My life was bare minimum in the entire. So I wanted to reinstate one thing to all young Africans today who are maybe facing similar situation where I have faced during my young time. I walked to 12 kilometers for my high school barefoot. I had my first shoe when I went to university.
In your country, India?
In my country, India.
Okay.
I'm from a southern India.
Mhm.
I speak Tamil, that is my mother language. So I finished my high school and then I applied for a university. I got admission in one of the top university, but it was tough.
In the US?
I was an electrical engineer.
Okay.
So I got
Which year? Which year?
1985.
Okay.
I went to university, and then 85 to 89, I finished my electrical engineering, and then 89, 90, I finished my master's. I'm a topper in the university. I'm a gold medalist.
Very nice.
So the message what I wanted to pass young African is never settle with a temporary situation right now. Find always there will be a breakthrough. It may be
Yes.
difficult, but that's what the message I'm passing.
Very interesting, Mr. Singala. So, after your master's studies, so how did you get a job?
So in 89-90, after my master's, I got a lot of big jobs in India. That is good enough to settle my life. That is good enough to take care of my family things. But I aimed high. I decided I want to go to US. And in 89-90,
In the US, I'm sorry, in the US, in which city?
At that time, let me tell you, I
Okay.
wanted to go to US for my studies.
Okay.
I'm from a very village background. I studied most of my school in Tamil medium. So I don't have much of knowledge, but I had one vision that I wanted to go to US to do a study.
Okay.
So I started exploring, and 89-90, a family background like mine, it's not easy to go there. Getting visa is almost impossible, but I never give up. I decided to explore any possibility that I can go. So the financial situation is difficult, but if I prove that I'm an extraordinary student, I will get visa. So that's the thought I came. So how to prove as an extraordinary student? I have to explore many options. Then I found if I published many technical papers, if I show that I am a visionary, I have a lot of technology idea, and then I can prove I'm different from others. So I published many technical papers in international journals, and I proved that I'm an extraordinary student. I got visa. I went to US. I did my PhD in New York University, and then I did my thesis with Bell Laboratory. That is the pioneer scientific company who developed all the technology that we are using today, including laser, transistor, telecom, digital switch, internet, wireless. So I was part of the team in that technological development. And then technology evolved. There was the internet, and then Microsoft, Google, Apple, and Facebook, everything come up. Then I switched to company in Silicon Valley, Microsoft subsidy company, and many technological company. I involved lot of up-to-date technological projects.
Yeah. Mr. Sangara, at the time, the world was evolving in the technology. So maybe somebody can ask himself, why did Sangala stay in the US instead of going back to India just to develop his country?
So that's a good question. There is no right or wrong answer for that. I wanted to develop my skill. I wanted to make use of the opportunity I get. So in Silicon Valley, I got a lot of opportunity. However, I never forget my homeland. I never forget my root. I helped many Indian students in India to develop their I guided many PhDs. I evaluated many PhDs in India. I go and give speech at many universities. So it's like when you are in a top of the technology, going back and working in a upcoming technology, difficult, but we involve. I closely involved in many Indian developments.
Very nice. So now, I saw that you are an author of books and you're a motorcyclist. Just tell us, how did you leave your company to become an author of many books and also a motorcyclist?
I'm going to tell you something very interesting. I'm not a motorcyclist because remember I said I'm from a very poor family.
Of course.
So when I'm young and as a student, I never had a chance to ride a bike. So I learned motorcycle at the age of 50.
50 years?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I'm 58 now.
How is it impossible? Now, after 8 years. Wow.
So
Just
I
tell us.
learned at 50 and then I bought one big motorcycle in US. I didn't know about my physical condition. I didn't know about my skills. So I just trial around US. I ride 1 day, for 1 week, 10 days. And then I really enjoyed. So my philosophy of riding motorcycle is an inner journey through outer journey. That is my personal goal by riding motorcycle. It is a therapy and it is a meditation. It's not about my passion or it's not about proving anything to anybody. I'm not an expert motorcyclist, but I know how to ride a bike.
Wow.
And learning at age of 50 and then 58, I'm riding around the world with one of the heavy and biggest motorcycles.
Question is this: why did you leave such big companies just to join, just to like to bike this motor?
That's a great question, and that's a default question from everywhere. So, I'm 58. I came from nowhere, and I reached a high level in Silicon Valley. In this journey, I had all the worldly things. I have house in US. I have everything back in home. I helped all my siblings, my brother and sister, and their kids' education. Everything I'm able to take care. But in this journey, I never lived my life. In my young age, I'm extremely poor. And then once I started working, I had so much family commitment. Take care of all the sisters and their kids and my parents and buying things, all. So I lived in a very simple life in US. By the time I turned back, I reached 45. And I didn't have my life. I lived all my life for others or extremely frugal. So I said, I wanted to live my life. Whatever I wanted to do, but I was not able to do, I wanted to do. I started playing tennis, I started traveling, and then I learned motorcycle, and then let's go around the world. It's a one life, one world. So if I understand the question. It is one of the very difficult decisions to leave the job and leave the paycheck and going around. So right now, I'm a jobless, homeless, aimless, free man. That decision is very difficult. But I wanted to make it a useful thing for the society. So in this travel, I'm not just a motorcyclist. I'm a mentor, I'm a motivational speaker, I'm a technologist to share my knowledge from Western countries to Africa.
Very nice. Now you are in Burundi. I hope it is the first time to be here in Burundi.
Absolutely. This is the first time to Burundi, the great country, and first time to Africa also.
Of course. You've already traveled to over 50 countries.
55.
55 now. From the Latin America to Africa.
Yeah, so I started my journey from North America, US, and then enter into Central America, all Central American countries. Then I entered to South America. I went all the way to Antarctica, the end of the world, the southern end. So I went to Antarctica.
Singala. Were you traveling with your motorbike?
Yes.
Through land borders?
Yes.
Any flight?
Yes. All the South America, all the way to Antarctica, no plane. Everything on the road.
From the US?
From the US.
To Africa?
From South America to come to Africa, I crossed ocean once by plane.
Oh.
Only once. Because there is no land, there is no way.
All right.
But all Central America, all South America, all the way to the end of the world, I travel with this motorcycle.
Okay. Now, your previous country to be visited, which one?
So, to the Burundi, I came from Tanzania.
Tanzania. So now, from Tanzania to Burundi, which border did you go through?
I took Kari. I don't remember the city.
Okay.
So, near Rushaka border of Rwanda. So I came from the north.
All right. So, how did you manage to enter Burundi? Maybe those people from the borders, did they ask you maybe your travel documents, something like that?
So, traveling by land with a motorcycle comes with a lot of paperwork, lot of procedure, and it's a bit difficult. It's not like a flying with a passport where you have a visa or no visa, they stamp, they let you go. So it is like me and another person. So this guy need lot of paperwork because every country I'm bringing the motorcycle, I have to get a temporary import permit. Or there is a passport for the motorcycle, it's called carnet. So there is additional paperwork for every country when I'm entering, just for the motorcycle to ride in the country.
So it means that you entered the Burundi through immigration offices without any interruption.
Exactly.
Very nice.
The border people are very kind. There is a little bit of a delay and it take long time, but people are kind. I mean, from
Now,
the border itself, I felt.
you're in Burundi,
Yeah,
and you've
yeah.
traveled to many countries. What is the
Yeah.
difference between Burundi and other countries?
So, see, each country is different. Each country is unique. So, every country I go, I don't go with the expectation. I don't compare one country to other country. That is the best way of exploring the country.
Okay.
Because you don't compare Africa.
I just
with the
mean
West.
when weather, culture.
That is what my goal is, to go open-minded, explore the culture. You may not agree or you may not like it, but that's okay.
Just tell us.
Just to explore.
How did you perceive it?
In Burundi, as soon as I enter the border, the first thing, wow, it's so beautiful. The mountain, the valley, the river, the trees and the fruits, unbelievable.
Sure.
And one thing, it surprised me that I was riding almost a 240 kilometer mountainous ride. The entire ride, there was people everywhere
Yeah,
walking
everywhere.
around the street.
Very nice.
So it was unique and it is interesting. And then every country I go, I try to find some Indian communities so that I'll get a Indian food and get some help. So as Burundi, there is a small Indian community. They are so humble and hospitable. They really take care of me. So they help me. And then from there, I approached the government officials. I have given a speech at the university. I have given some community speech. And then I met the Indian community. So it was productive. Last 4 or 5 days.
Have you
I
ever
was
tasted
busy.
the Burundian food?
I haven't tried. That's one thing
How
that
did
I
you
have
find
to
it?
admit, that I have a sensitive stomach. So couple of times in this trip, I got a food poisoning. So I am very sensitive. So I avoid local food. That is something that it's my problem. I love to explore, but unfortunately my physical condition won't work.
Very nice, Singala. Currently, the world is entering the new artificial intelligence. And here in Africa, it is rising at a higher pace. How do you see AI in Africa in general?
That's a great question, because many countries I go and visit the technology company or top university or even technical ministry level, everybody is talking about AI. But I was little concerned that whether they really understand the concept of AI, because you cannot just attract it towards the hype. You need to understand what is AI, what it's going to do. So that part I'm little bit concerned with many African countries, because it is equivalent to building a fifth story where you don't have foundation. So you cannot simply go and take AI without the basics of infrastructure, basics of the fundamental, basics of everything. So that is the suggestion, and there's some humble request to all the university students, the companies who are trying to adapt AI directly where they don't have the foundation. So I give a suggestion. It is great that you are adapting AI as much as you can, but make sure you understand the fundamental. You understand the core value. The data is more important than the AI model. Without a proper data, AI have no value. So do you have the proper data? Do you understand the data science? Do you understand machine learning? Do you understand the neural network? If you don't have that understanding, just using a AI model, it is like, I can build the fifth story. I don't care about the foundation. So that is the concern I'm finding it many African countries, including Burundi. But I'm suggesting to the youngsters, the entrepreneurs, focus on foundation, fundamental, and then get the latest technology.
Can you just explain or tell us in brief what are those things that are very essential? Those things that are essential to start with AI or to consolidate or to strengthen AI.
So AI is a technology heavily relying on the data. Without data, AI have no value. For example, Burundi wanted to use a immigration process, some AI API. They need to have a complete data. How many travelers coming? Which country they are coming? How many days they are staying? what is their main focus, how their safety, where they are staying. There are tons and tons and tons of data you have to have with respect to developing a tourism. Without that, I'm going to get a AI, I'm going to use it. For what? How do you use it? The AI model for tourism development in Europe or America is not same that using in Africa. You need African data. So you feed that, okay, last 20 years, 3 million tourists came from that. 50% from Europe, 40% from this country. What their main focus is going into the lake, our main focus is hiking this, or doing this, where they stay, in this city, how much they are spending, what is their focus, how many days they are staying. All this data need to be fed into AI model, then it will help you. The AI model will help you. Okay, this is the area that you need to develop. This is the area. We build more hotel in this city. Make a road better. Keep them safe on this. There is a safety improvement you needed. The AI will help you what we need to do in order to develop the tourism. But everything starts from data. Today, you get a model. Okay, give me idea how I can improve my tourism. The AI have no idea. It will not give you what the right thing to do for Burundi.
So why traveling did you face such problems when you are searching for data on AI?
See, the country or the company who wanted to adopt AI technology to solve some problem, they need to have a foundation. The foundation is data. AI is a model, it is a tool. It have no value without giving a data. So that part is missing in many Africa. They are thinking, AI, I can get a license or I can buy and put it into my computer. That's going to solve my problem. No. That understanding is lacking because they all sucked into the hype of technology. Oh, AI. Without understanding AI, what can you do?
What about internet stability?
Internet?
Stability.
See, every country, the infrastructure, the budget, their ability is different. So that's what another message that I'm passing to the leaders, the pioneers and the people who are in the decision maker. You study where you are, come up with a plan where you wanted to go, and then come up with how we can go. It's not like a comparing, oh, I'm going to do like a Europe, I'm going to do like a America. It's a two different ball game. You need to focus on where I am. Do I have an infrastructure? Do I have a power? Do I have all these things? And then you need to parallelly focus on that development and then grow organically. Africa needs to develop the organic talent. Africa is for Africa. So you have to grow the talent locally and give them an opportunity to build the model, the technology for Africa.
Very nice. Dr. Singala, in brief, throughout your brief journey to Burundi, you've already maybe seen few things. What can you tell the leaders or the local communities in terms of technology and young entrepreneurs?
So before, I know that I come from technology. So people are asking more questions about technology. But in the world, technology is not everything. There are a lot of countries prosperous and rich without even technology.
Sure.
Denmark, their economy is dairy-based, one of the rich countries. Take example of Brazil.
Yeah.
Huge economy is based on the agriculture base. So what they convert, all their agriculture product, they convert them into a value-added product. If you have a mango, the mango season is for 2-3 months.
Do you mean that they still use traditional agriculture means?
No. What I'm saying is, you make use of the resources available for you right now and grow from there and develop beyond.
Oh.
So in Burundi, what I see, a rich land, very fertile land. You have a very good water resource. And you grow tea, coffee, fruits, avocado, mango. There is a lot of things growing already. How to make use of them to grow the economy of the country. So right now, instead of the local consumption, Take example of mango. 2 months or 3 months, there is a lot of mango coming, and you just consume yourself, and then a lot of them become a waste. That's called post-harvest waste, right?
So if I try to understand you, you just mean that we don't need the technologies just to improve agriculture.
I'm saying implement the technology,
Oh,
implement it slowly
Slowly.
to the resources you have right now.
Huh.
You understand?
Yeah.
So use the technology. That's what I'm doing next. Uh, Eliminate the post-harvest loss of your produce. So how to convert it? Convert mango into a value-added product and explore the export opportunity. For that, you may need a technology. You may need a cold storage. You may need a factory. Use the technology for that. And then make it, use your resources and multiply the value, get into international market. That's the best way to start right now.
All right.
So mango, avocado, tea, coffee, whatever is available. And then Burundi is gifted with a great lake. So when you have a lake, there is a lot of things. Fish, it's a big industry. How to make it like an industrial level rather than local consumption. And then how we can grow. Of course, everything needs to be used wisely. We don't want to go bang, bang, bang and destroy the nature. So balancing approach to develop the country, grow economy based on what is available. And then from there, take the next level, next level, next level. Everywhere you will be using technology. When you have a problem on some fundamental, basic, you cannot, okay, I'm going to use AI to develop the country. How do you do that? What can you do with the AI? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That is the thing I wanted to give my humble suggestion to the leadership, that make use of the available resources, multiply the value, make them as a value-added product, get the economy growing, build more school, more college, get more technology, let them have exposure, let them develop, and then be competitive with the Western world. That is the journey you have to take.
So for young entrepreneurs, your message to them?
I met a lot of young entrepreneurs yesterday, and I'm very impressed. There is so much talent in Burundi, and they have a lot of ambition. It is very, very encouraging. But as usual, they are facing some challenges. Like, of course, country like Burundi, the budget is a concern. They need a lot of support. And then also, they need some experience. So you cannot change, or you cannot create a technological evolution in a country with whatever you learn from them. Sometimes you need the outside support. Instead of completely outsourcing, have a handhold partner who can help you to elevate from where you are, and then go hands in hand, and then you take over. So that is the suggestion I gave to the many entrepreneurs. They have a lot of ideas, but they need to little bit regulate. Don't get bogged into AI. You need a fundamental.
Right.
You need to start with the foundation, work with the government, get every possible support, develop something useful for the community, the country, then grow together.
Yes, Mr. Singala, as we are concluding our interview, our conversation, what will you tell your Indian community about Burundi?
So, when I come to this country, I have to admit, all the information I had about the Burundi is through the Western media.
Wow.
Or whatever I have seen YouTube. I have no idea. But I try to be careful not to have an expectation or not to have a judgment. So I try to come with the open-minded. Then I was surprised. This country is a great country, very beautiful country, lot of resources. Of course, like many countries, there are some challenges too. I have to admit. I'm sorry to say that there are some challenges in this country. Hopefully, those challenges will be addressed, and hopefully the people will get prosper, and then the country will go towards a growth. So that is my wholehearted wish for the country, and I am willing to help the technology people in this country, or even the leadership. If there is any way that I can share my knowledge, I'll be more than happy to help for this country. And I wish Burundi to be a growing path and a successful country.
Venus Singala, you are an author of many books. What a book can you dedicate to our rest of audience?
Yeah, so I have written 6 books, and all these 6 books are mainly like philosophy, spirituality, and sociology. And there are a couple of books available in Amazon. The Amazon published few books. And one of my famous book, which is not a top seller, but a reasonable population,
Wow.
is called Sound of Silence. So that is more like a philosophy and spirituality. It is available in Amazon.
Dr. Singala Vadivel, a tech veteran, an author of many books, a motivation speaker, a motorcyclist. Thank you very much for joining us on the program.
Thank you so much. It's a real honor to be here. And Merry Christmas to Burundi and Happy New Year to Burundi. And I really, really enjoyed, and I'm honored to be in this great country. Wish you all good luck and Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas. Thank you very much, our viewers. This is Mr. Singala. I hope you enjoyed this conversation with this insightful interview. Let's meet next time to share this interview. Thank you very much.
Thank you.